everyone, how are you all this afternoon? Hope it's good. Mind you, it might be night or morning where you are, so just hope you're good wherever you are. I have two things to talk about with you today, but they're kind of linked, so I'm gonna do them together. The first one, Josie asked me how I decide when to challenge someone on their opinion, and then how I do it when I'm challenging them. So that's the first one. The second one is Coffee with Me asked me how I manage not to get upset in these discussions. So I'm going to try and do those for you now. Now bear in mind that these are just completely my opinions, my feelings, the way I handle things. So if you don't handle things that way, that is absolutely fine, and I'm not saying that is wrong in any way, shape or form. This is just me saying how I do it, basically. So just look at it that way. With the how and when question, I would say you always need to ask yourself how you're feeling that day. Is it a day when engaging in that sort of conversation is going to make you feel unhappy? Is it going to trigger you in any way? Are you going to be able to cope with having this discussion, because it could be ongoing and it could be stressful and it could be just like, you know what I mean by that, right? Surely, yeah. So I always ask myself that, could I go into this and come out feeling okay about it? Is that okay? And then if I can, that's great, and I will say something. So once I've decided that I'm gonna go into this thing and I'm gonna speak to someone, my approach is not to swear and shout, and well, you can't shout online, but you know what I mean. And to sort of go in rationally and calmly, although that does depend on the situation, because sometimes someone is that vile of a douchebag that you just can't help yourself. But normally I will just sort of say, well, hang on a minute, I don't really agree with you there, or I think you're offending some people by saying that, and I try and go in that way. I provide facts and statistics and sort of try and rationalise what they're saying. I'll listen to them, because there is a reason they believe what they believe. That, you know, that they haven't just pulled it from thin air, that they believe it for a certain reason, and to them what they believe is as real as what I believe to me. So sometimes you are going to reach a point of stalemate in these conversations as well. So I think, you know, if you are willing to listen to what someone's saying, maybe they'll be willing to listen to you. But if not, if it gets to stalemate point where you just realise this person is just a complete asshole, and you just cannot ever reach a point where you are like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying, or, you know, some sort of level that you can both talk on civilly and nicely, then I think that's when you give up. Totally, at that point, just leave it, because they are not worth your time. They're not going to change their mind, so what is the point in you arguing? If it's something that's really awful on a website, then perhaps report them, whatever way that website has to do that. If you genuinely think it's causing harm to someone, then definitely try and put that in the hands of the website as much as possible. Maybe try and get more people to go and let them know as well. Like we did something with creep shots a while ago, which unfortunately didn't get taken down. Surprise, surprise, Facebook. But we tried, and, you know, the dude, when my boyfriend contacted him, I didn't ask him to, but he just decided he was gonna, the guy was just like, go cry about it. So, what a dick. See what I'm saying? Okay, so that's question number one pretty much answered, but if you have any more questions about that, then come to the ask box and ask me. Okay, number two, which was how to engage in debates without getting upset. Well, I've already talked a little bit about how I engage in conversation with these people, but I think not getting upset, like I said, choose your arguments carefully. If you don't feel like you can do that day, then stay away from it, stay away. Or if you feel like that's going to be something that really upsets you and you don't think you can handle it, then it's not worth your well-being to do that, so step back. But when you're actually engaging in debate and you're getting upset, it's hard, actually. Like, I'm going to say right now, I don't think there is any one way you can just not get upset, because I think chances are, if you're passionate about something and someone is shouting you down and genuinely being vile, you are going to get upset about it. I get upset about it. I really get upset about it sometimes. So I think it's just like, try and think of all the positive things, like, why are you doing this? What people in your life are on your side? Because chances are, you know, you're surrounded by friends, family, followers on Tumblr, anything like that, who agree with you and who think, yeah, you're amazing, let's do this, let's get this person, and would totally have you back in that case. So I kind of think about stuff like that, like, yeah, right, you think that I'm a bitch and I'm horrible, but I actually think you're an asshat, and all my friends do as well. Like, I think, as childish as that is, it does help. And I think, like I've said, there is no way really to avoid getting upset, but afterwards, if you can go and have like a bit of a debrief with someone who loves you and agrees with you, then that's nice, because you could just go and sit down and be like, I'm really upset, I just hate everything, I hate everything, I don't think I want to be a feminist anymore, I can't do this. And then your friend will be like, shut up, you're being ridiculous. And will tell you all the reasons why you're amazing, and you'll be able to have a little bitch about the person, like, oh, and then they said this, and that was like really stupid and made me really mad, and you can both have a laugh about it and sort of trivialise it a little bit afterwards, because I think you definitely need to do that. I think if you didn't have a bit of fun with it, if you didn't practice some self-care and sort of try and make yourself feel a bit better, you would not want to leave your bedroom, you would not want to go on the internet ever, you might not even want to leave your house for fear of being attacked by a rabid MRA who just jumps at you out of the bushes. So I think you'd just be sat in your bed for like ages, like. And no one wants that, so try your best to look after yourself and do things that way. So I think I've pretty much covered everything now. If you have any questions, like I said, come to the Ask box. If you want any questions answering on the next vlog, again, Ask box, just ask me and I will see what I can do. Thank you for watching the other vlog. I think you all liked it. I hope you did. Thank you for watching this one. Apologies for my shoddy editing, and I will see you next time.